We give praise to Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, for this day and this moment. This is the time that I don't know how to really describe it. It is something that is filling me with a burning feeling of fulfillment and accomplishment that Allah in His benefits has bestowed and has infused some feelings on people I least knew. That is those leaders from the Northern Youth Leaders Forum who have deemed me fit, and they have traversed so many areas, conversed and consulted widely, and I was hearing it in the media. God knows I knew Mr. Afio very well, but I did not know the structure of the NYLF until he mentioned it today. And some of the names are very strange to me. I have never met them in my life, but they are all here with the passion and calling on me to come and run this exalted office of the president, even if I don't become president. I think it's an honor done to Bauchi, it's an honor done to me, and it's an honor done to all growing politicians in northern Nigeria, and indeed in Nigeria entirely. We believe the leadership recruitment that they have set out to do is something that is worthy of emulation. I never induced them with one kobo, and I was hearing it as a fairy tale. And I knew some of the politicians that are of high caliber that have been trying to reach them. Sometimes a few will run to me and say, "Why are you saying this? Why do you think that as an upstart politician like me, I could take such a responsibility?" Because I believe God has done me everything. Rising from a humble background to become a director in the Federal Civil Service, after a little stint in the media, and to become a distinguished senator representing Bauchi, and later a minister of FCT, and today, with all the persecution and prosecution, the governor in Bauchi State for 2 years. I'm a highly fulfilled person, and I told of you, my children and my family, my wife is here, they have suffered enough for me, and my well-wishers have suffered enough of these demonitions, this denigration, abuses, lies, and destruction of my character and my person because of the perception that I may go somewhere. And you are trying to pull me to that level where I will be shot with a gun of political mischief and treachery. I'm not ready for that. I am fulfilled. And that's why when I came to Bauchi, I came with a fire and a zeal to make sure I perform. That I don't let people like a few, people like our friends here, the members, and our political leaders, especially my brother and my compatriot in this journey, Hamza Akuyam, that I must perform. Because if I don't do that, they will never forgive me. We started this journey against all odds, against the incumbency of the state and federal government, against the diminution, I said, of my traducers in the media. But I must thank my first constituency, the media, for always giving me a leeway and have always been with me because they trust me. Today, this trust is bestowed on me by a cross-section of northern youths, and I believe by extension Nigerian youths. I cannot say anything to God other than thank you. But this endorsement to me, even if I don't become anything, to me and my family, and I believe my own constituency, Bauchi, is something that I will forever cherish since the demise of our father, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, who ruled this country with humility and competence. I thank you most sincerely for all the reasons that you adduced to endorse me. I was just doing my work, and I was trying to make sure that the society is better than where I have found it. But I know I have a constituency. Even when Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, after the doctrine of necessity, and I was in the Senate, offered me the ministerial slot, I had to come back to the ANPP then to our boss, President Buhari, and he knows I had to seek for permission before I took it. And I came back to Bauchi and sought the permission of elders and of course our party. And they said I could go. And that is how I joined PDP. Even today, as you have given me a level playing field, I am not turning down this offer, and nobody will turn it as a politician. But certainly I want you to give me some time. I am a man of so many constituencies. I must consult with my first employer, the media, and then of course the civil service. Most of my colleagues are retired civil servants as directors and permanent secretaries across this country. And we started this journey from level 8 to 17. I must consult them. I consulted them before I ran for the governor. And again, my third constituency is the National Assembly. The Senate and members of the House of Reps, both in the hallowed chamber and outside. I must consult them because they are all over. We have what we call privileges. If I do anything that impinges on their privileges, they will be affected. And if I take this granulate, a war against what I see as a war against retrogression, then all of them will have a solemn commitment to be with me. It is therefore necessary for me to consult all of them, or most of them, those in APC and those in PDP. And of course, my constituents, my group, the governors, I must consult them, especially the PDP governors. You know there are permutations here and there. Even within the APC, I have some friends. And most importantly, the ministers where I emerge. We have a group called the PDP, former PDP governors ministers. And we have a chairman. I must consult them. They are all over the country. The moment they agree, this will just be like a wildfire. But most importantly, my primary constituency. They are here. And that's why I deliberately call out all of them. The PDP family, the local government chairman, the Kafi governor, because I assure you most of them wouldn't want me to go because we have started something. It is just about germinating. They will have to manage it. They have to either discuss, give me the leeway to go and we choose another leader, there are so many of them, or they may turn down. But definitely it is going to be an active task. I have spoken to one of our sages, and he is called, I don't want to call his name to embarrass him. He said, Bala, I have been hearing, he's my elder brother, he calls me by first name, but he always respects me. But I will call it the name of his town, Disina. He said, you are not going anywhere. You must finish what you have started. And he is seated here in front row, and he will have to go and manage this. Because I cannot just go without telling them and getting their blessings. I believe when they look at the to and fro's of the issue, they may give me the go-ahead to go. So please allow me to consult in 2 or 3 weeks. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. And that is the process that we have always done in politics. We are not given to arrogance, to impunity, and to all these feelings of necessity that most politicians are given. I believe I'm still a learner, and without these people, I will not go anywhere. I thank God that I have you there. 42 unions with about 4 million members. We want, when we come, to win this election handsomely and to win it in a manner that everybody will be assured that I'm not just going to be for me and for myself, not only for the Northern youth leaders, not only for Bauchi, but for Nigeria. We need to build a bridge. The country is on the precipice. There is a lot of problems on the ground. And I don't want to really say anything bad for the moment because we are going to use the hindsight of knowledge. We are going to take our baseline studies. That is what we did in Bauchi, and we must have a vision. To have a vision, you must know where we are. And of course, already we have some people who are approaching me, technocrats and bureaucrats. You have seen my constituency, that will be able to take a roadmap. And to take a roadmap, we will know from where we are going to where we will go and what resources we need to use to go there. not through delusion and deception, not passing the buck and blame game. We'll do it in a manner that will show statesmanship, because whatever capacity I have built it because of you and through you. And we will do that without denigrating anybody, and that we will not going to fear anybody. And we are going to do it for everybody. And this one, with the assurances I will give you, that in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I will get back to you, and I believe my answer will be positive. We thank you most sincerely for this day, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.